in, chat. Come on in, chat. Come on in. What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Try Curia. Try for short. Try to remember. If you're new here, my channel is about travel, poetry, lifestyle, and your occasional words of wisdom chats. So, y'all, a lot of people have been reaching out lately about moving abroad, like packing up, coming to the motherland. And y'all, I just want to say, like, my experience was not like your conventional way. So, proceed with caution. I had very, very, very humble beginnings when I came here. I still was like doing okay, doing well, but like, y'all, this is what I was sleeping on. I'm gonna link it somewhere. Like, y'all see the regard. So, very local experience, I would say. So my my interactions were definitely on the more local level. Like, I didn't even start knowing where expats and international folks hung out until recently. And I still don't really even know, like, to be honest, because I had a different type of introduction into the country. So I say this to say, if you're thinking about moving abroad, like, everybody experience will be different. And I guess it's more so what you want to get out of it. Like, if you want to just have your bubble, um, community hub, you know, people that talk like you, etc. Or if you want to actually like learn the people. But it's a difference if you're like single and moving abroad, or if you're in a relationship, or you have a family, because you have to proceed with different precautions. So it definitely helps having someone on the ground, and being able to call someone up if you need to help you navigate through the country. Depending on the language you speak, like if you are, traditionally English speaking, Anglophone, it might be easier to navigate an Anglophone speaking country, as opposed to a Francophone speaking country. Like, I definitely was out on a limb here, learning French, Japon Francais, and things. It definitely took a different type of rewiring to be able to like say, okay, this is the path that I've chosen, and I'm on the right path, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Of course, there may be times, when you're like, wow, I really miss home. But that's why it's super important to choose your place carefully. Like, sometimes it may be like, okay, you visit the place before, or you look up some things and feel like, oh, this is a vibe, and then maybe go visit prior to. I did not have that experience. Literally, the first time I stepped down in Senegal was the first time I touched down. Okay. And so I didn't have that experience with moving to Senegal, but I would say for someone who may be a little bit more apprehensive, like, go and visit first. And I know a lot of people like, well, try, that's money. Like, I'm gonna go pay to look around, and I gotta, but it may help ease your mind. So I think narrowing down a location, like whether you want to be on the African continent, whether you want to be, in the Caribbean, what have you, it's definitely important to narrow down your location, see if you can make connections on the ground, and know that everybody's experience is different. Like, I know it's a lot of, YouTubers now, like, oh, I moved abroad, I did this, TikTokers, etc. But, you know, sometimes what we show, may not be the full reality, because sometimes it's when you in the hustle and bustle, and you out at the market, and you going to get this and buy this. Like, I know for myself, I don't always want to record, because one, I'm in the community, and then two, I want to be present, and then three, just not to draw attention to myself. So, I want to be with the people. So I know that, it can be a little bit difficult sometimes to really show the full aspect. And some people do a really good job, but I think it's also like, your niche and what you're going for as well, your aesthetic. So to say, it's not to say like, oh, everything is always perfect, but it's to say like, picking and choosing what you are willing to share with the world. And it can definitely be, when you put yourself out there, it can be an interesting response, right? So just keeping that in mind as well. And I know for me, like, I didn't want to go to a place that seemed like too commercialized, but for somebody else that really might be the better fit, because, and I tell people this, like, y'all, Africa is not for the weak, like, it is for the strong. And so the people are definitely very strong. And sometimes when you're used to certain things or certain lifestyle, we can get caught up in that same rhythm. And it's like, no, baby, we not on that time, we on our time, we on African time, okay? Clock it. Y'all see what I did there, huh? So yeah, just making sure that you are really putting forth the effort to plan. Like, don't I wouldn't advise just getting up one day, like spinning the globe, like, boom, this is where I'm gonna go. You might end up in Alaska somewhere. Not nothing wrong with Alaska. I haven't been yet. I would like to go. Let me know in the comments below. Has anybody ever been? Little sidebar. But yeah, just be thoughtful and intentional on. And like, lastly, I'll just leave off by saying, although you may have, you come from humble beginnings, you may start from humble beginnings, if you really like work and put that intentionality behind what you are seeking to manifest in your life, as the signs say, all dreams are possible. So it can definitely happen for you. It happened for me. I'm a living witness. I'm a testimony. However, just be mindful in how you navigate it. And you want to think too, like, is it that you want to live abroad, like you really want to experience different culture and different lifestyle, or you're trying to like run away from, you know, your past traumas or lifestyle? Like, you really want to be mindful, like make sure you do that inner healing work prior to, so you really get an understanding. Because if you're trying to run away from something, you're just going to run to something. So you need to make sure that you are clear and have a clear conscience and a clear mind on your decision. And that's with anything in life. And that's for those of us who may have come from humble beginnings, those of us who may have come from the gutter, as they say, those of us who, may have had family members, etc., who have experienced different things throughout our bloodline, and we are now like breaking that generational cycle, breaking that generational curse. It is definitely tough work. And I think for me, moving abroad just allowed me to really be, as the antidote says, my ancestors' wildest dreams, like to really be like, wow, you know I'm in the right place, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And even when we feel like, okay, did I make the right decision? Is it the right decision to go? Is it the right decision to stay? Like, at the end of the day, we know that our path is guided. Our ancestors are looking out for us. The Most High got us. And if we continue to like put out that positive energy, that positivity, then we surely will reap the fruits of our labor. Y'all, I appreciate you. If you made it this far in the video, you are the real MVP. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Thank you so much. It's your girl Tricaria. Until next time, peace.